now, and now they're switching it over.
I switched it.
We're recording.
We can control 2 different full television broadcast stations from a laptop. We're really good at what we do. Ready?
Mm-hmm.
Mark! Boden. Welcome to today's Captain's Blog. It's kind of weird because it's 18:14 hours right now on January 23rd, 2014. I'm in a meeting with this gentleman. Say hi, tell him who you are.
Hello, I'm Nick Fuller. I'm from Double Wise Media.
They're here to come and butcher the website. It's going to be a whole thing. So, he wanted to see some of what makes our website kind of weird. Now, the IRC is happening right here. Okay. And this is real time. They see the video in this room about 15 or 20 seconds behind. Sometimes it's as little as 5 seconds. We've gotten pretty good at that. So, let's say you make a donation to PETA or PBS. Okay? You donate something to PBS, they send you a form thank you letter and a coffee mug or something like that. It's a little different here. If you mail in a donation to the Geek Group, it gets vetted and then it shows up here in the viewer mail mailbox. We go on a live camera and on the blog, so this will be permanent on YouTube as my daily video blog. And there's people, all these people in here are watching this live. Now, watch this. IRC, could you guys please give me a roll call with age, location, and your manner of geekiness, your job or whatever. Give me a quick roll call in there. Now, while they're doing that, I'm going to do the viewer mail. So I go over to the big red mailbox, I take out a package. This package is from BoltDepot.com. They're a sponsor, you can tell by the tape, which tells me that Matt Thomas sent us a box. So, now, you're a guy, Matt Thomas, in Boston. I think he's over by Boston somewhere. And
he's in Weymouth, Massachusetts.
He's in Weymouth, Massachusetts. So, you get to see your box actually arrive where you sent it. And I get to open your box on the air, and you get to be a part of it. And he sent me a note. Chris, this was my personal bore scope, but I haven't used it since my roof leak was fixed. I figured you guys could use it. The actual camera records to the SD at higher resolution than the screen displays, so Elizabeth can splice in better footage when needed. There is space in the lid of the box for the 17mm probe I sent the other day. And now, for a picture I shot for the wall. Matt Thomas, P.S. Did either of the dogs like the safety dyno? I don't know what turned out with the safety dyno. I will let you know. You shot that? Matt Thomas shot that really awesome picture. That's really cool. Now, he sent in a letter with a cool picture. So, I take the blue dude, piece of tape, put this on here. And this now goes up on the wall for all to see for all time. There it is. And here's the thing he sent, which is a really badass bore scope. And we also have, it's got this camera in here, and this camera as well. You have to lift the flap. Am I doing this right? Oh, that side, that's way better. Okay. So we've got a spot for adapters and stuff. We're never going to use these, but we'll use this. So, what you've just seen is a level of transparency and interaction that I've never seen another nonprofit have. We are viscerally transparent. Every person here who donates, who's involved, sees everything. And now you're used to IRCs, you've experienced that hell before. But our IRC is orderly, they're proficient, they are viciously involved in the Geek Group.
They're even polite.
They're even polite. This is not the IRC where it's a bunch of idiot kids that are all like, ah, fucking ah. It's not like that. These guys donated $74,000 last year. Just the IRC did that. See those lights? We needed lights in this room. Those lights are $100 a piece, without the bulbs. We went to the IRC and said, guys, we need the lights for this room. They donated the money for the lights in a day. We went out and bought the lights, and the next day, they're watching us on live TV install the lights. So it's an instant interaction, it's an instant reward. It's real time. This doesn't happen with forums, it doesn't work. There's still a place for forums, and we have a need for that, but it's not the IRC you were expecting. Make sense?
Yeah.
Any questions?
Unbelievable.
It's
That's not a question, it's a statement.
nobody's ever done it like this before.
Was there any other mail?
Oh God, yes, there's other. Sorry, there's Borescope, man. All right, I gotta open the rest of the mail. I will thank you, Matt. This is absolutely rock star, and I got a hat. Oh, that's gonna be a thing. Hang on.
Somebody needs to put a face in the middle of that.
Oh, it's got a sticky back. I'm gonna mess with this later. We have another box. Geek Group, care of Todd. I'll bet this is a boxy thing. From Stephen Yeats. See, and they write notes. Hello, all-powerful cult leader Chris. Here's a Pogo plug along with an 8GB flash drive. Hoping it gets shipped in the same package. Check. For Todd to mess around with, something, boxy, something, perhaps. Steve, this is pseudos in the IRC. And then I'll take this and it'll go on the wall. So he sent a really nifty little SanDisk Cruiser Fit USB flash drive and a Pogo Plug backup access anywhere thing. So those will go to Todd. Todd is one of our local members.
Plans for that.
Yes, there you go. And I set this here and Todd will be buying, this will get inventory. And then Todd will be by tomorrow or whenever, and he'll pick that up and take it with him. And then we have a thing here. To be opened by Chris Boden only. It's Royal Mail.
No return.
You ever get unpleasantly surprised?
I have been unpleasantly surprised once or twice. It happens a lot less these days. We tend to have a pretty good eye, and we cross-reference addresses and stuff. And yeah, we get our share of hate mail. Usually the hate mail is confined to online, but we've had some pretty visceral IRL hate mail. I've had a pig fetus left on my doorstep. I've had my windshield smashed out. Yeah. Hi Chris, I know things get to you and you get a tad stressed at times, so here is a little something to make your day that little bit better. Just give the chicken a good old squeeze and watch the magic happen. Love to gang. From Mark Fontaine. Thank you, Mark! I'm guessing there's a chicken. There's a chicken! Mark, what you don't know is that Dr. Amy has a serious thing, like, it's kind of creepy, has a very serious fetish for rubber chickens. This is a rubber chicken in very strong packaging. Squeeze the chicken. That's truly disgusting. Oh,
Look at its
oh
head.
no! I think it's just an egg, but when you squeeze the chicken, an egg comes out. And it's, okay, the neck thing isn't supposed to happen. Ah, God, now he's got tumors.
Got a bit of a thyroid
Chicken
problem.
tumors. So, it's really fucked up. Thank you, Mark. So yeah, and then this goes on the wall. Alright guys, I think that's it for viewer mail today. Yep, that's viewer mail. Where's the dog? Is she in here?
No.
Oh, the dog didn't come to viewer mail.
I am so thrilled that I get to inventory a rubber chicken.
We actually get to put that on the list. Alright, you guys have fun. That's probably it for what?
You didn't read off the roll call?
Oh, oh yeah, you saw the roll call. Yeah, he's been watching that
okay.
go by. But yeah, I don't even know how many people are in there at the moment, but probably there's a lot of people in there at the moment. But thank you guys, IRC, you guys have fun, I'll be back. That's it for my blog today. I spent all day shooting videos with this car, Rick, so you get to watch this, and this is the AV team's blog, You Shot blog today. So yeah, there you go. You guys have fun, I'm Chris Boden, I'll see you next time. Very, very enthusiastic.
So it's, what is today? Thursday?
Thursday the 24th?
It's Thursday, the 24th, according to Steve. blame him if I'm wrong. And we're setting up for CNC shoot. If I'd known I was doing this today, I would have actually shown us setting up and why we did what we did. But it's a bit too late to do it in the moment, so maybe I'll get to it later. I'm not sure. Right now, we're doing whiteboards. And we're learning about calculators on the machines.
Top of them is cue cards. But we only have 2, so we write a lot on them.
It's not much of a card, though. I mean, yeah, but I like to take it literally. I had to think really hard about what I was trying to express. It's been an early morning for both of us, so forgive me if I look dead today. Steve,
Yeah.
what are you doing?
I'm having fun at work.
Calligraphy is fun.
For me?
It was just from across the room. It looked like you were writing in Elvish to be a dick.
I'll write with normal Latin letters instead of uncials.
Sorry to kill your fun. But not really, because we would have had to erase it all anyway. Dog is here.
We're vlogging from there?
Yep.
Okay.
Talk loud.
Talk loud. We should just... I know how to do it.
If there's another way to get to it, we can always do both.
I don't know. It's good.
I haven't even tried yet, actually. I should totally check levels while they're talking to each other. All I could see for a second, like, all my attention was on your kitty mug, because it's right on the edge of the camera. Just show the world.
What? Come here.
Show the world your kitty mug.
Adult.
Yeah. Yeah, there's buttons and, you know, got a
cat.
fan with buttons or a carburetor with a screw.
I thought it was gone.
So smooth.
This little science thing. Can't we do
cat.
some poetry? Alright, we're stuck here. I can do this. Okay, see that? I can do that. I need to do there. How the fuck did you do that?
Where does it sit? Well, I push
This
this.
right here. This is Kansas.
What you're seeing now is last minute pre-production while they try to actually figure out the functions.
Yeah, we should fucking mention that because
Mention what?
enter takes you down, cancel takes you up. Put that on the goddamn board because I'm gonna forget it, and it's really important. Figured out?
Alright, so cancel.
Whoa! Old man sounds!
What's awesome? I can do a smooth pan to you, making old man sounds. This is pretty much Liz points the camera at Steve, the vlog.
Aren't they all, really?
Pretty much. You're way more entertaining than I am.
I need a 90-pin cigarette.
Like, I have to make an effort. And now smooth pan back.
Elvis commemoratives China set, you know.
So you need to say hi to somebody on the live stream.
Oh.
We have a brand new TGG member.
Oh God.
I won't take photos.
Hi Matt.
Don't fuck up.
Hi Matt. Your box came. I can't open it yet because I gotta do like work and stuff. But we'll be opening it, and I'm excited. I might even do beer mail today with Ray. That'd be cool. So hi to everyone at boltdepot.com.
Where are you going? Are you just hiding?
Maybe.
Alright, we'll come back when things are ready to go. I think we're good. Are you good over there, Steve? Yeah. Try not to wander too far from your spots if you can help it, because that close-up camera doesn't have an operator.
I'm gonna operate that one. That's Chris's CNC.
Yes.
Rolling on 3.
Hi there guys, I'm Chris Boden.
And I'm Mr. Rick.
We're here today for eHarmony.com.
Rolling on.
Since we joined eHarmony, we found each
Sapphire.
other, and that's
With
Do you like margaritas?
Chris,
Dancing in the rain?
with that nose, it should really be J-Date.
should be what?
J-Date.
I don't know what J-Date is.
Red.
Jay or Shay?
J.
Jay.
It's eHarmony for Jewish people.
Oh, God!
You love me.
Before I joined eHarmony, I was stuck with an endless string of Chaldean motherfuckers. But then, I found a real website. And thanks to a combination of eHarmony.com and answering ads for online Viagra supplements, I met the wonderful Rick. He's touched me in ways that no other man has. He's got big, powerful hands and a gentle touch.
I wouldn't think for such a big man I could be that gentle.
Alright, so we're doing calculator. What video number is this?
I'm not sure. We're only up to 5 on 4 on
Do we want to
releases.
give it a number or just want to call it?
I'm
There's
like,
yeah, we've already switched around what number is what during editing.
Alright,
So
sorry
there's
about
yeah.
How's my hair? I got a haircut. I got my eyebrows trimmed. My whole day.
You gotta
You
get
got
the
your
eyebrows
eyebrows
shaved off
trimmed.
and they tattoo it on.
I've seen that. They look like Minnie Mouse.
Yeah.
Are you done, Steve?
I dated an Asian chick.
Yeah.
She didn't have, she drew them on,
Alright.
but she could do it in like half a second. And,
Right.
and it was like perfect.
Yeah.
God, I couldn't do that. I can't draw, but just to be able to.
I draw back in the day.
Are you done?
Are we good? Are we tucked?
Rick's tall. And yes, I am done.
I know he's tall. Just deal with it.
Like
Can I get a sink?
You gotta get the, I got some stuff you gotta check out. Sing!
I drove white knuckle all the way over here just to. It took me just to get to Detroit to Flint for 69. It took me just as long to do that as it did from Flint to here.
If you quit trying to drive your motorcycle year round, you wouldn't
No,
have these
no,
problems.
hell, I was
He did
driving
it in his
you.
motorcycle, no fucking helmet, didn't care.
In my
We had to
thumb.
get prosthetic ears today.
Yeah.
All right, we're doing calculator.
Okay.
Hi there guys, I'm Chris Boden.
And I'm Mr. Rick.
Welcome to the Geek Group. This week we're going to talk about the calculator.
Calculator.
Okay, now the most important lesson you're going to take away from this entire video is that cancel goes up, enter goes down. Okay, so you can pretty much just quit watching this video at this point because the rest just talks about the basics of the calculator. But the thing that you're really going to want to know, cancel up, enter down. That's the one that's going to make you crazy. So let's talk about the calculator.
Alright.
How do we get there?
You push the button for calculator.
Yeah, it works a lot better if you push the calculator button. Yeah.
Let's start over.
I never pushed the calculator button.
Chris, try really hard not to look at the whiteboard for more than a second.
Alright.
Or if you.
Hey, how about if we had a fucking teleprompter like professionals?
It's too far away.
That still wouldn't help you.
Now, don't they have the ones where it actually plays on the screen so you look right at the camera? Is that what the news guys do nowadays?
That's what a teleprompter is, Rick. It's okay. A lot of people don't know that.
One second.
Really? I didn't shine my shoes, but I did that for Texas.
Santa guy knows what he's talking
You get Sammy got standing. Sure they'll give you
about.
some.
He tried that, but he smells it. Hi there guys, I'm Chris Boden.
And I'm Mr. Rick.
Welcome to the Geek Group. In this week's episode, we're going to take you through the calculator on your Haas CNC machine tool. Now, the calculator is a built-in function that's basically just, hey, we have computers and machine tools now, and this is kind of handy for a guy to have, so they built a calculator into it. It's way overkill for, wow, I fucking suck at this job. Mark!
Get off the internet.
Hi there guys, I'm Chris Boden.
And I'm Mr. Rick.
Welcome to the Geek Group. Today we're going to cover the calculator. Now this is going to be a really good overview video, but the thing that you're going to take away from this that you're really going to want to know, cancel up, enter down.
Cancel up.
Cancel goes up,
Uh-huh.
enter goes down. This is a thing that will be a recurring theme throughout the entire programming process on these machines. But you're at the level now where you're starting to get into the menus and stuff, and the big trick that you're going to want to keep with you is cancel goes up, enter goes down. So with that, let's get to the calculator.
Calculator.
Okay, how do we get to the calculator?
You push the button that says help calculator.
Okay. You push it twice?
No, to get to the one, yeah, until it comes up.
Okay, so you press it once, you get help.
Yep.
Menu. Twice, we're at calculator.
No, we're not at calculator's over here.
Okay, we're in the hospital operator's manual. Take a look at it.
That's exactly what it says.
Okay. Now, at this point, here's where we get into that cancel up, enter down. You're going to see up here, and you're going to see calculator up at the top right. And you're going to say, well, I want to go up there. You can't go up there. You can go down.
Wait a minute. What did you say? Cancel.
Cancel up.
Okay.
Enter down. So if you go down here and hit cancel, now you're up here.
Now we can move over.
Yes. Then you just arrow over. And now we're at the calculator.
Enter down.
Enter down, because now you want to get into these. So you hit enter. And now we're down here. So we've got the triangle calculator.
Yep.
Circle. Milling and tapping. Circle line tangent. Circle tangent. Remember when you said I will never use this in the real world?
Welcome to the real world.
You were wrong. So let's start simple. What's the triangle?
Triangle.
Okay, we're gonna hit enter.
Enter. There we go.
Now, what is this?
This is for doing trick. That just it'll do. You need two angles or a side, two sides, an angle. You need 3 items.
Okay.
And so you can pick them, angle 1, 2, or 3, label 1, 2, or 3, instead of doing sine, cosine, secant, cosecant, tangent, cosecant, Pythagoras theorem, and here you go.
Okay.
All right.
Now we go over one. Oh, oops. Cancel. Up.
You did it.
I tried to do the arrows. You can't do the arrows. Okay, circle. Enter down. Now what is this?
This is for doing parts of a circle. If you want to start at 0 and you need to go 37 degrees, how much of an arc do I have? What's my X and Y locations?
Okay.
So if you were drawing something, if you're going to do manual programming and your math skills aren't that sharp, now they can.
And this is something where it's a lot easier to do it on this, where it's a mission-specific design
That's
for
correct.
the application.
And you don't have to work with parentheses and...
Yeah, trying to do this on your little Texas Instruments.
Exactly. Yep.
Okay.
Because there's a lot of buttons on their scientific calculator that have nothing to do with this.
Yeah. So, cancel out of that.
Uh-huh.
Now we go over one. This is milling and tapping. Now, this looks like surface.
Oh, yes it is.
This is like speeds and feeds.
Speeds and feeds.
And we've got flutes and feet,
Ship load,
all
material.
kinds of
You
stuff.
can even ask for the material now, too.
Okay.
Yep.
I wonder. I kind of want to know what this will do for materials.
It's nice.
How do I get down? All right. Have you ever used this?
Yep.
Okay. How do we get down to material? I want to see what different materials there are. Okay. And this low carbon unalloyed steel, and
Yep.
you can see the numbers all
Yep.
coming into play now. Medium carbon, high carbon, normal condition, low alloy. There's all kinds of
Heat
stuff.
treated.
To 32 Rockwell. There's a lot in here.
Yep. What have we got for stamps? 250, 350. I'll buy that.
Well, this is for ferritic and Martin
Martin said it.
Martin said it?
Yep.
All right.
Stainless. Yep. Phosphorus. Yep. Iron based. Nickel based. That's Inconel.
Cobalt, nickel-based heat-resistant alloy.
Yeah, that's Inconel.
Okay.
Yep.
What's cobalt?
Cobalt based would be a Renee.
Okay.
Yep.
Titanium.
Titanium resistant. Gray cast iron. Class 2, class 3. Nodular. That's
cast,
the tough. That's the
aluminum,
tough.
brass bronze.
Yep.
High-velocity machining aluminum alloy.
Yeah. Look. Surface speed recommended.
Wow, 18,000.
Yes.
I want to see that.
We can do that.
That could be fun.
Yep.
So there's
Sure.
a bunch of stuff.
Because you asked what kind of surface footage should I run. Those are good numbers. That will get you in the ballpark.
Okay.
You know,
It may not be perfect, but
It gives
here's
you a
where
place to
start.
jump. You know, from here we can go more, we can go less, but it gets you in the ballpark.
Okay.
That's very important. I'll do a whole thing just on that.
Okay. And
Okay.
we should. All right, I'm going to cancel out of here.
Okay.
Now we're going to head over to circle line tangent.
Yep. So we need a point of tangency.
Okay.
We're going to run an angle on our A and B is going from here to here. Where's this point of tangency?
Okay.
Okay.
And all the math, it's very similar to the circle one. before.
Exactly.
All right. Cancel out of that. Over here, circle tangent.
Yep. Where do they touch? I got the center line of this, the center line of this. Where's this point as we come around? You can make, I have a large circle and a small circle. I need to do a snowman, if you will.
Okay.
With a big or small, but where are these points of intersection? So if I can do a tool path around that, or whatever, drilling holes.
So we have half a dozen different calculators
Mhm.
that all keep this information in that, and this can help you get to the number you need.
That's correct.
Now, once you have the number, do you have to write the number down on a thing and then you type in the next thing, or will this tie in directly with the programming on?
You can actually get to a point in this, and it will give you G code. You can cut and paste it into the program.
Okay, so this won't just give you the number. That's not a G code.
To a point, yes. It'll give you the points, and you can put those in your G code.
Okay,
Yep.
excellent.
Pause. Cover the button to actually paste G code. It's on the whiteboard if you need a refresher.
Okay. Yeah, we should probably talk about this stuff on. Now we've given an overview. We should probably go through here.
Okay.
Let's actually do some math.
Let's go to the triangle, so I can do that.
Yeah, you know that.
Okay.
All right. All right. So we've covered the basics on here. Let's actually use this and figure out some stuff. All right. So I'm gonna. It's exciting. I'm gonna take us back to the first one, basic triangle.
Triangles.
Okay. Let's actually do something. Let's take people through the process of how to use this.
Sure. All right. Simple. Most sign plates, the simple ones are 5 inches long.
Okay.
All right. So we'll do side 3 as 5 inches. Side 3 will be 5 point. Right. Okay. And then we want angle 1. We know is going to be 30 degrees. We're going to make a 30-degree angle.
Okay.
All right. 30 point. All right. Okay. And then we need angle 30 degrees, 5 inches. Angle 2 is going to be 90 degrees.
This is side 2. Great side 2.
I'm sorry. I want angle 2. I need 90 degrees here to make a right triangle.
Okay.
And there we go.
Hey, and the picture changes.
And the picture changes.
And then this, you put in your numbers. Now this tells you all the other
The numbers. That's
Okay.
correct. You need enough to complete the triangle.
Okay.
All right, we'll do isosceles triangles and right triangles.
Okay.
All right. So if we change this, and we know that, I was wrong on the 30 degrees. Our angle 2 is going to remain 90, but we need to make this 27 degrees. I read the print wrong. Everything changes. We're still at 5 inches.
Okay.
All right, and so we've made our trajectory or angle, whatever.
Okay.
Yep.
Now, something that some people are going to, because it depends a lot on how you learned math, but for the basic operators here, the pluses add, the minuses subtract, and you're used to that. Almost everybody knows that. Now, the asterisk, the little 5-pointed star, that's your multiplication symbol.
Times.
Yeah, times. Anybody who grew up in the digital generation, they're going to know that. But for a lot of
Old guys like me.
yeah,
Yeah.
really, really old guys, it won't make sense. So if you go down here and type X, it won't work right. You have to use the asterisk. And the slant line is that's divide by. So those are your basic operators in here. And then you get into more advanced stuff for things. But we should cover that.
Yes.
You should probably say slash instead of slant line.
What'd you say?
Slash.
Slash.
I'm just going to say the slant line.
Okay.
I'm going with that. Okay. I know a lot of the younger guys are going to say, that's not a slant line, it's called a slash. I know it's a slash, I'm trying to make things simple. But yes, the proper term for that is slash. Load must be selected for number to appear in calculator window.
You should probably explain what load is.
I don't know what the fuck load is. What's load is?
If you were going to do a calculator here, so let's see, it's looking for it. That number's not changing. I have no idea what to do with that number. I've never used it. I have no idea what we're using.
Get the book, figure it out.
The book doesn't explain it,
Oh dear God.
or else I'd put it there.
You look at the book, see what you can figure out.
Okay.
Stop rolling.
No, just keep rolling. We'll come back to it. Just take a minute. If we stop, we got to resync.
Where's
All
the
that
book?
shit. Where is the book?
Where's the book?
Fuck!
Fine.
same shit. We can do screen capture with this and same thing.
So we're troubleshooting at the moment, and it's
I
making
left
sure
this
we
one
know our
with
stuff
Wi-Fi
before we
on.
actually put it on video. And right now we're playing with GoPros in the downtime.
I am not playing with, I am trying to turn off. Button on the top.
You don't need to get all indignant and righteous about it. But we did a cool thing with them. If you'll remember the sham magnet video, we actually took those and super glued them to the bottom of one of the mounts that come with the GoPros. And it's way easier to stick it in the machine now. And a lot less shaky. It made Jabroni happy.
I got the first generation GoPro. What a difference.
I never messed with anyone but this generation. They're alright so far.
Yeah, I stick the one on the helmet on the dirt bike, and it looks really funny when you fall in the sand.
Yeah.
The sand gets closer and closer and closer, and then but it doesn't do it. It really doesn't do it justice. You know, there needs to be some sort of live action where the room shakes. You know, when you sit in the chair when you fall down.
Are we planning to set it up, or are you just checking something?
I am looking up what they're looking up.
Oh, okay.
I'm trying to be helpful.
I thought you were playing with the GoPro.
No, I just noticed that I
Can
left the light
unplug or are we
blinking.
still on?
You can unplug.
I'll be right back.
I lost my train of thought, so we'll be back. Whenever you're ready.
Jack and Jill went up the hill, each with $1.25. Jill came down with $2.50.
Do you think they went up for water?
For the record, that was Steve squeaking, not me.
Hi there guys, I'm Chris Boden.
I'm Miss Cartwright.
Welcome to the Geek Group. In this episode, we're going to talk about function. This is soft keys.
Soft key function.
Soft keys. We've got F1, F2, F3, F4, which this is not a tornado thing.
No.
These are soft keys.
Soft keys.
These keys do different things depending on what you're doing. So, if you would, sir, take us through. What's F1? What are some of the things that F1 does? We're just going to cover the basics.
Well, let's see. We can F1. A lot of them work in conjunction with each other.
Yes.
Okay. So F1 is actually helps F2. F2 starts out to be a little bit more important or has more functions to do.
Okay.
All right. So we're in memory. Let's say we want to do something with an edit. Okay. And we want to copy and paste, or we want to move something, or we want to put an MDI. We want to do something here. So we can take our wheel of awesome, and we want to copy some of this. So we hit F2, and we can scroll down so far and say I want that much.
Okay.
Now that I've highlighted, I can hit F1, and we can in edit we can copy this text, or we can delete it, or we can put it on a clipboard. We can put it in MDI or something, or we can come over here. We can search. In this, I want to search for something. I want to search for a particular, let's say, line number. At one line number, I have an error. So where's that? It says scrolling through page after page, I can find this text. So we'll just type it in. Yeah, it's like N165, and it will search for it. Okay. Or we can come up, we can modify. Oops. We can modify. We can take away the line numbers. We can add line numbers. We can reverse if we're going to do a mirror image for X or minus. So we change all the x's to X minuses, or all the y's to Y positive, Y minus. So we can mirror image something.
And there's a list of all this stuff here.
Sure.
You don't have to remember everything that we're just rattling off. This is listed out here, so you can go through
As
this.
you go down to reverse signs, reverse X and Y.
Okay.
Back to this, or a help menu. So help, and we can do programs.
Okay.
So all this, yep, we can
You can do a lot here.
It's very, very fun buttons. You get lots of stuff to do with them.
How do you know, like right now, how do I know what F2 does at this moment?
At this do all that we get to. Let's go on to edit, and let's copy selected text. Okay. All right. And at that point there, you hit right, and you just copied it where our highlighter is.
Okay. So F2 at that point didn't do anything.
Yes. Well, yeah. F2,
Yeah, we used F2 to get there.
Right.
How do you know at any moment what these 4 buttons do if the buttons change all the time?
I don't know.
Okay.
Don't load up questions you know I can't answer.
Well, the idea is right here it says press F1
F1
to
to
navigate.
navigate.
But what does F2 do?
I don't know.
Press right or F2? I don't
Well,
know.
Let's go again from the question.
Yeah, don't ask the question.
Okay.
Yeah, let's not ask the question. Once you get there, I don't know.
Okay, so the basic idea is these buttons change depending on what you're doing.
That's correct.
And this will tell you what the buttons do at any given moment, which is why, like right here, it says editor help, press F1 to navigate. So if you want to navigate the editor help, you press F1, and now we're into stuff.
That's correct.
Okay. Software buttons.
Software buttons.
Okay. So these are software buttons. They change, and what they do changes depending on what
Right, and it will give you a note on what it's looking for.
Okay, and if you get confused, there's always reset to get out.
Reset is a wonderful button.
Okay. Thank you guys, I'm Chris Boden,
I'm Miss Rick.
and as always, we'll see you next time.
Did we want to cover 3 and 4?
Yeah. All right.
F3 and F4 are really useful in calculator.
Yeah, no up, shut up, you can drive. Alright, so that's the F1 and F2. What do F3 and what's some of the stuff we can do?
Puts in numbers. Memory. F4.
Program optimizer. Wow, you better replace me with a subroutine.
That's actually really good.
That's everything you do.
Oh, all right. So what we do is okay, so program.
We invented the atomic bomb.
Yeah, I know. My kid actually did a report on him in elementary school. You know, the movie was out with Redford, not Robert Redford. Anyways, the movie was out about Oppenheimer and building the bomb. Paul Newman. That was one of his last movies. Give me the bomb! So anyways, we did a thing about it. So we did a whole thing on what he did, you know, how there were 10,000 U.S. troops in the Aleutian Islands waiting to invade the mainland when they dropped the bomb. Because we were going to attack Japan. Those 10,000 guys had all been dead if it wasn't for Robert Oppenheimer popping a couple of sugar pops over there and, you know, putting them in the fucking place. You know. And so she said, you know, it'd been a good report if you did it on a band that did any good. You know, at parent-teacher conference, I let her have. She was one of the leading bedwet, liberal, tree-hugging.
Let's get back. Let's get back on track, gentlemen.
See all these people standing around?
Yeah.
We gotta talk about this.
Alright.
So what's the fucking button do?
Hey.
F4.
What?
Ask it right.
Fuck you.
Fuck you. I zoomed on your blog camera, so there.
They're not even on their marks.
You're off your mark. Your mark moved!
I know. Alright. So,
Wait. Start again. Chris, start again.
We're getting there.
Okay.
Chill.
He looked like he was taking off on his own.
I got this. I got this.
I'm not sure you do.
Fuck.
alright.
Alright, so we covered what F1, F2 do.
That's correct.
What about 3 and 4?
Well,
What are just some things that...
More things. F4, you can use this for optimizing your program. Alright, so...
Isn't that pretty much your entire career?
Yes, actually it is. I've been, what?
You've been replaced by a button. Welcome to America!
That's right. No, your feed out, you can change your speed. You want to change your percentage. I want to increase my feed rate in this particular area by a little bit. Or I want to change my spindle speed, or I want to turn the coolant on, or I want the coolant position. You can change your nozzle up or down. For your programmable
And this happens in the program, like this isn't like in real time, because you can do this all in real time. I want my spindle a little faster. You hit this button. If you want your coolant up.
And you've done this, and you've gone through. So tool number 3, I want to go 15% more feed rate. All right, so instead of having to run over here and push it and forgetting about it, you can do this here, and it will do it for you. And remember,
And it'll go all through the program. Does this edit your code, like if you change stuff here? This is a complicated thing. We need to do a whole video just on the program.
exactly, and I know nothing about it, and you asked me a question again.
It's my job.
Yeah. Okay.
All right, so what are some of the other things that we can do with 3 and 4?
3 and 4, you can also do, this will change line by line. So as you get in here and you run over this particular point in the program.
Oh, okay.
I want
So
the
what's
feed.
happening here is the line over here.
That's correct.
Now I got it.
All right,
Okay.
I'm sorry. So
I
at
was
this point here,
confused.
we want to increase the feed rate. Alter previous feed. You know, you can insert a new feed. You can alter this line on this. Right, so these are things you can do with it.
Okay.
All right.
This is really good.
Yep. So you cancel that. Okay, and then you move over, and at this point here, you can, we want to spindle, we want to go 20%.
Right. So we can do a video on the program optimizer, or we can do a video on different things the buttons can do.
All right.
So one of the things that we can get into is the program optimizer.
Sure.
Which is pretty cool. I'm gonna exit out of there. So one of the things we can get into is the program optimizer. What are some other things that we can find ourselves in from 3
A lot of cut and paste. And F2 will highlight things, you can move them around. F4 will bring you
That's all right. You can just lie.
No, I
have
have
no
no
idea.
F4 is for loading files. Right. It'll be in edit mode.
We're looking for a high-tech solution to a pretty stupid problem. Whenever they push the buttons on this thing during the videos, it slides back. And our high-tech solution this time, after trying a screwdriver and some tape, it's pretty much a bunch of wood and scrap plastic. Because we are professionals.
I am so professional that I drew a diagram of the block of wood I'm going to cut to fit in there, but I don't have time to cut it right now. So because the chop saw with the wood blade already in it might still be a GH5.
And that's why pre-production's important, so you can test for this kind of stuff. We're not very good at the pre-production.
We had that issue last time and I just kind of forgot about it.
True. At any rate, we're not very good at pre-production yet. We're getting better. We're not very good yet. Steve's gonna get yelled at. Why is he gonna get yelled at? Because he uses words like eponymous on the whiteboard.
It was faster than what? It is fewer letters than block delete.
I'm not saying you're wrong. I'm saying you're dumb. Because he's gonna see that and he's just gonna yell at you. You are essentially derailing the shoot before it starts.
You're not stopping me.
Well, yeah, because it's gonna get derailed at some point anyway.
Oh.
And then we have bloopers for a reel that we may have time to do some point in the future. Should really start doing more bloopers, shouldn't we?
They're like dailies, but for editing. There is totally such a thing as editing dailies, isn't there?
Yes.
Okay.
Like, at least it falls to, like, assistant editors to actually
Watch it back.
watch the dailies back and make notes and stuff. There's, string outs in reality TV, which I think are kind of the same thing. Where you edit together the stuff that was actually eventful, I think. I could be wrong on that. If someone works in reality TV, let me know. But yeah. Look up eponymous and thank this man.
I think most people know what eponymous means.
You couldn't have sounded any snottier. You got nothing.
It means a pony mouse. It's like a mouse, but it looks like a pony.
We're gonna do real work, maybe. We're playing the waiting game right now.
We're talking about balls. This is a series on machine tools. This is what we do.
You have to talk about balls during the tool insert video, not during this video.
All right, let's go.
Don't tell him
Hello
that.
guys, I'm Chris Boden.
I'm this guy
Wait,
right.
what the fuck is, there's nothing in here. We don't need this.
But Big Jeff's calling.
Jeff, wait. Here, Jeff hung up. I'll get one hug. Hi there guys, I'm Chris Boden.
I'm this guy.
Stop.
Don't stand so close. You're in my personal space.
Also, you're in front of the
What,
screen.
you fucking sting now?
Hi, I'm this car Rick.
I'm Chris Boden. Welcome to Geek Crew.
Start over.
My pen is... Hi there guys, I'm Chris Boden.
I'm this car Rick.
Welcome to the Geek Crew. In this week's it's not a week. It's not a week. There's no week. Every 50 years of fucking television. It's in this week's video. Hi there guys, I'm Chris Boden.
I'm this car Rick.
Welcome to the Geek Crew. In today's video, we're going to talk about block delete, which is this button.
Yep.
Okay. Now, I know it's a memory thing.
Uh-huh.
I know it's a programming thing.
Yep.
What is block delete? Because block delete does not do what I thought block delete did.
Block delete lets you skip a line in the program, or multiple lines, or whatever you want to skip over.
But it doesn't actually delete a program block.
No, it's a skip. It should be
Skip.
called block skip,
Okay.
but it's called delete.
All right. So what does this do in one?
What does it do is,
Take us through anything.
all right, this particular little program here, we have our startup commands.
Okay.
Tool 1, put in the spindle, M6 does the tool change. M3, spindle forward, 1500 RPM.
Okay. I'm with you so far.
GO,
Go.
G54,
Home.
X0, Y0.
Home. Home.
G43, pick up a height offset. Which one? Number
Okay,
1.
is that one?
We're going to go to Z5 inches.
Okay.
Okay, now we have our block delete.
What is that?
This is a skip. We're going to
It's a
skip.
slash.
We're going to skip this whole line, or we're going to continue reading the line. It's your choice. If you push the button, block delete off. That means it will read this line. G3, we're going to make clockwise arc. We're going to go to this point to X, this point to Y, and a radius of this, at a feed rate of 80 inches a minute. Then we're going to do G1, X minus 6 inches with another.
Okay. Hang on.
Okay.
So if I were to press my block delete button, and this little symbol shows up here.
Block delete.
Okay. There's even an icon for it. The little stair steps.
It
Yeah.
says skip.
Okay.
So we get to this point here.
And it just jumps over and picks up into G01 down here.
That's correct.
So you could use this if you had, let's say, a part. And on this part you have a hole that you want on this model but not on the other model, but you don't want to change the whole program.
No,
And sometimes you run this part and sometimes you run the part without the hole or something like that. Like you have two versions of the same thing. And one has a hole, one doesn't. You can put the hole in the block delete.
that's correct.
And when you're running the normal one without the hole, it just skips that.
That's right. Instead of putting a bolt hole pattern in of 5 holes, we want to skip this one here.
Okay.
So it'll drill this hole, skip that one, because you put block delete on, drill this hole, this hole.
Okay.
So you can have right-hand parts with 4 holes, left-hand parts with 5.
Can you have multiple block deletes?
Absolutely.
And it'll skip all of them.
All of them. Every
So you
time
can have
it's-
all kinds of options, but it's either all or nothing.
That's correct.
You can't.
That's correct. Yep.
And that's block delete.
That's block delete.
That's really clever. And it has its own little picture.
It has a picture.
So that tells you block delete is that picture right there.
Yep.
All right. That's block delete. Is there
Block
anything
delete.
else to cover about this? Or is
No,
it really
that's
that
pretty much
simple?
it. Yeah.
That's awesome.
I wrote a little program you can watch it run between the two.
Does anything actually happen?
Yeah, it goes.
It does?
Yeah.
Well, let's show 'em.
All right.
Do your thing.
Do your thing. So we're ready to go. So we're gonna push the button.
We can't.
Why not?
The cycle starts the next video.
Stop.
Feed hold to next video.
Guys,
It's doing stuff.
Yeah. And in art, then we get a line.
Okay.
So then when it's done, we pick up. Art. Okay, we're done. Good.
Okay.
Now I'm turn the block delete on. All right. And now we're not gonna make an art. We're gonna just make a line.
How about that?
Isn't that special?
That's cool.
Okay.
All right, I like this block delete thing. I learned something new today.
Okay.
Because I thought I knew what block delete was for like the past year.
Mhm.
I totally had it wrong. Right. All this time. All right, guys, I'm Chris Boden.
I'm Miss Carver.
Thank you very much, and as always, we'll see you next time.
check the whiteboard and make sure that there's nothing else you...
Check for what?
Just make sure you covered it all.
The stuff at the bottom.
What the fuck? What's an eponymous?
I told you!
Is that like a
I
dinosaur?
told you! You! I can't turn the damn camera. You! I told you!
What the fuck? Eponymous? He doesn't know what that means.
When you press the button that says block delete on it, it turns the function that's called block delete on or off.
Yeah, you could have just said the button labeled block delete.
I told you!
That
I
would
told
take
you
it
he would
more
throw a
like-
fucking
Yeah,
shit.
well, eponymous, okay, you took 4 syllables
What is-
to sort that out.
Self-named.
I'm sorry?
It means self-named.
Self-name.
The name is the thing.
Like deer, orange,
Sort
apple.
of like a
Okay.
An orange is an orange.
All right.
This here
cell.
is eponymous. That is your sprite.
Okay.
It says sprite on it. It is
A sprite.
a sprite.
All right.
Well, more
though it's not
accurately,
actually
it would
Sprite.
be,
It
the
is
help
made by
function
the
is called
eponymous
help.
company.
All right. So if I were to say skinny twerp,
Is,
bottom.
No. Only if my name was Skinny.
Oh, got it. It's not a
As opposed to
description.
pig fucker. Yes.
Got it.
is there anything you guys didn't cover?
They didn't cover that
And it
it's...
takes effect 2 lines after block delete.
Wait, what?
After you press
In
it.
high-speed machining, slowest processing.
But we got all kinds of shit we got to cover on there.
Takes effect 2 lines after you press block delete. Does that mean if you're running a program and while it's running you press block delete, it waits 2 lines, then kicks in?
That would be in the buffer and how fast it's processing the information. It's best to have it on prior to starting cycle start.
Because you could mess shit up depending on where you are and what you're
Right,
doing.
when you're doing it. So we want to start in the beginning of the program, before it starts reading the program, we'd like to have it on well. Yes, you can do it, but if you're reading through the program and it's not that far
All right,
ahead.
we got to talk about this.
Okay. Good call, Miss Lewis.
Mark. All right, now can you just kick this in and out as you go?
Yes, you can if you want, but you got to plan ahead.
How far ahead?
At least a couple of blocks.
Okay.
All right, so if you have a big long program and you know at tool 5, I want to turn the skip on and you're running 4, and you've got a couple minutes, you can turn it on and it will skip over what you want to do for the next tool.
How ahead do you got to be?
At least 2 blocks.
Okay, so 2 lines.
Right.
Okay.
All right, and if you're processing a lot of code, you can flash 500 lines in a second.
So if you're doing like high efficiency machining or something like
You
that,
don't want to use it.
it's a
Put
bad
it on
idea.
at the beginning of the program if you need it. Usually you'll have, let's say if you're doing something you're going to be boring holes, and you'll have an M0 to stop the program. Do I need to stop now? No, I've got it settled. I turn the block delete on and I skip the stops in the program, so it just keeps running.
Okay.
All right?
That makes sense.
All right. So, yeah, you can do it that way.
Okay.
You want to mention that
It stays active during power cycle. Does that mean you can turn the machine off and on again, and you still block delete?
that's what I took it to mean.
All right.
Is that for sure?
No. I don't know. Turn it off. Turn it back on.
The block delete's on.
Your face in profile was terrifying.
Usually is.
It's like an anorexic Hitchcock.
Oh God. It's still on.
Okay.
It was on until you hit all the resets.
So talk about that once it's done doing its thing. And turn the lights back on.
Well, we got to move all the way over. Device gets all close.
You should see how close it gets on the other side.
Thank you. Whenever you're ready.
Motherfucker. Oh, because you had a program in there. Okay. I'm with you now. I was like, he hit 2 buttons and totally zeroed that shit right in there instantly. I always have to do the hand job.
Alright, let's talk about power cycle.
Shut up. Alright, so block delete also
I'm sorry.
in your spot, you gotta face it.
He is in his spot.
So block delete also collects linking now. It wasn't linking before. Block delete also stays active during a power cycle.
That's right. So if you,
I read this in the book.
Yeah, if you're done at the end of the night and
Yeah.
you've been running the program all day, you can shut the machine off, and the next morning it remembers that block delete was on,
Okay.
or
So,
block delete was off.
okay. So it just remembers it
Right.
even if the machine powers.
Now, if you don't have any forward slashes in your program, and block delete's on or off, it's not reading that, so it just keeps on going.
So it just ignores it.
It ignores it.
Okay. Cool. That's everything?
I think so.
Good. All right. Mark. Hi there, guys. I'm Chris Boden.
Hi, Miss Garber.
Welcome to the Geek Group. Today we're talking about 2 very simple but very deep buttons. We're going to talk about cycle start and feed.
Hold good
Instead
buttons.
of just covering one video on each, they really work as a pair.
They work as a pair.
So I want to talk about this.
Okay.
So I know in your world we're making money.
Yep.
This is your favorite button.
Yep.
All right. And this is
I'm not sure.
yeah. Break it down.
Okay.
Because it isn't just this runs a program and this stops for a second. There's a lot to
There's a lot of finesse in the feedhole.
Yes.
This helps you with the pucker time.
Yes.
That's a good one.
I've seen that used a lot, really.
Yep.
You punch that and all of a sudden our rapids are going down to 5%.
Exactly.
And then we'll
then we'll continue. Yes.
Break it down.
All right, cycle start, push the button, we're in production. It is cycle start. All right, as you're doing setups or something's going awry or you want to check something, feed hold. And feed hold stops the machine. The spindle will still run, the coolant will still spray, but it just stopped all feeding.
Now what if you're in the middle of a tool change?
Stop. Everything stops. Almost this without shutting on our hydraulics.
Okay, but if you stop the machine in the middle of a tool change, isn't that generally bad?
Yeah.
Things can fall.
Should power through. Let's find out.
Give it a shot.
Nope.
No what?
No, it does what it's supposed to do. It stopped in the middle
Okay.
and then continued on.
And nothing fell.
Nothing fell.
This time.
This time.
It could happen with somebody else's machine under specific conditions.
Not
You
with a
can't
Haas.
foresee. Never with a Haas.
Not with a Haas.
Never drop a tool.
Never drove.
You know the lawyers right now are all throwing rocks at the screen.
Unless you exceed the weight. But then they have a setting in here for high weight tools. But that's a whole nother, for heavy tools, there's another setting. That's a whole nother video.
This is a rule of the unit. Anybody who ever says a statement that is an absolute
Gets checked.
gets checked. And you will be wrong.
Of course.
Somewhere there's a Haas machine and a guy's going to say, but Rick said that can't happen. And we're going to get sued and Haas is going to get sued. And
See, you led me into another, you're like a fucking lawyer. You led me into another question.
What you should say is if you do it correctly, it shouldn't happen. Emphasis on doing it correctly.
You want to just start that one again?
we're going to start over on that.
All right, let's make a
Hi
new.
there, Brian.
Let's make a new clip.
How you doing, sir?
All right.
What's up?
I was told Liz wanted to see me, but it looks like now isn't a good time.
What?
Brian needs basic camera training at some point.
Hey, want to
what
stand
do you
behind
need?
this and make sure it doesn't stop rolling?
That's not quite the basic training she means, Steve, but you totally can if you want.
Why don't you just come hang out with the camera, become familiar with it for a few minutes?
Right.
While it's shooting, look at it,
Are
stare
we
at
going
it.
to ever put any GoPros inside here to get video of shit happening?
You went straight into the next
Yeah,
video. I got
you-
to get all the B-roll at once.
All right. Well, let's do
Let's
the
put it
GoPro.
in there,
Let's-
especially since
yeah.
he's probably going to jump right into another one.
God knows
Well,
what we're
and this
doing.
is the perfect opportunity to stick it behind the spindle.
Yeah.
You can stick it anywhere you want.
Well, I want to get the program that he ran to demonstrate block of the.
It's up right now.
Okay.
Today, take a look at it and decide, like, if you have spare questions, what does that do? Make some notes. Pretty much just get familiar with it, so you can, yes. Okay.
Yes, hey.
That is so cool. Oh my God.
What?
Just makes me happy.
That looks fine to me.
What resolution are you shooting? The high speed looks.
Yeah. It's 30 frames per second.
Yeah. Branches everything else. Easy. I guess you can check the other one while you're at it.
read the manuals on those and learn
We
all
have been. Just to get it to where we were yesterday.
How bad's the lag?
Lag. On that? Yeah. You're never gonna get
A
good lag.
second,
5 to 7.
5 to 7 seconds.
It's over
But I
wireless.
get all of this mixed.
It does transmit sound also though.
Yeah, it does do sound.
Turn
I
your
turned
thing
it off.
down. Are you doing the other one too?
You need to turn Wi-Fi on.
I thought I did.
Oh, you did?
The blue
If
one
you
was
have
on,
multiple cameras with Wi-Fi, it's easy to switch.
No.
but my iPad doesn't support this app. It's too
Hey, you son of a bitch.
The app's running it.
No, it won't download it. That's
Oh.
his.
This is running.
Mine needs iOS 6 at least, and I can only go up to 5.
Okay, there's the line.
You want it more in the bed?
Yeah.
Oh, it's upside down.
You can tell because it's a little bit where it's up.
I was confused for a second. Yeah, that's too far.
The way I was going.
Fucking winter storm warning for you.
Yeah.
It's Michigan.
Yes. Oh, yeah. Okay.
Yes. The spindle is
Master Cam guy. Renewing the licenses.
What's going on?
The Master Cam licenses.
Yeah.
I wanted to know if I should renew them. He should renew them for your thing.
Oh, if you press record on the
Moose
camera,
already did that like a week ago.
Yeah, because he, hey Dave, how you doing? I'm at the Geek Group shooting video.
It should be, start thinking.
Ah, damn it.
Yeah, no worries.
Moved it.
I sent you sent you the pictures from the meeting. Yeah, that was kind of cool.
New Master Cam licenses that are hot.
We once again.
Did you talk to
Stop the blog.
Yeah, I want to go get lots of good stuff. Yeah,
loads? You gotta reach up under and squeeze the little nub and it just drops right in your hand. Hi there guys, I'm Chris Boden.
I'm Miss Garrick.
Welcome to the Geek Group. In today's episode, how to load and unload tools from your machine. This is one of those thrilling, complicated ones.
It's a tough one.
This is actually kind of cool on this one because we got the carousel.
You got the carousel. And you have to put the tools in through the spindle in order for them to go into the carousel.
You can't just climb up on the side and load like
No,
20 tools.
no,
You
they just
have
go-
to do it.
Yeah, they go through, it's the proper way to do
It's a
it.
system.
It's a system.
Okay,
The
so
system works.
there's 2 buttons for this.
Yep.
There's
No,
the one out here,
There's
there's
one-
one in there.
that's correct.
And you can't do this in software.
No.
Okay, so how do we load a tool in the machine?
Well, we need to be in handle. Okay.
So we're in hand job.
We're in hand job. Means we can open and close the doors.
Okay.
You open and close the doors. There's a button up on the head. You push the button while you're hanging onto the tool, and it releases.
There's also a button out here. Why is there a button out?
I think over. I don't
Because if
know.
you press that right now,
It will
it
drop
will
the
fall
tool.
out.
That's
onto the-
correct.
That's generally considered bad form.
Yeah, it's, oh yeah.
Okay.
It's good for the tool salesman.
The ISCAR likes it.
Yeah, that's right. No, I think, I could be wrong, but I guess back in the older days, when the machines were a lot smaller, this is where the button for releasing the tool.
Okay.
You know, because you could reach because it was right here. It was smaller machines.
Yeah, but now to do that with this machine, you'd be like,
Right. Well, what about a bit of VF11? It's huge.
okay,
All right. Yeah,
but it's still got the button.
it's still got the button.
There's got to be a reason for it somewhere.
I don't know. Ask.
Okay. So how do you do it?
All right. So we're in our hand job. Open the doors, and there's a button right here for this. You want to hang on to the tool so you don't drop it.
That's
Okay.
kind of important.
Push the button.
Now,
That's
I
it.
noticed that it wasn't just the drill that came out in your hand. You've got this big thing
No,
that
this
just
is-
magically appears.
This is, it's stuck up in the spindle. This is
What is this and what does it do?
This is a Cat 40 taper.
Okay, because this is a Cat 40
40
machine,
machine.
but these come in different sizes.
Yep,
And pretty much all Haas machines have some kind of
a
tool
40 or
holder.
a 50.
Okay,
Yep,
so, but this is a tool holder.
that's correct. That
Now-
holds the tool.
This particular tool holder has the taper here,
Yep.
which we should talk about because you want to make sure that's clean because
Oh yeah,
bad
that's a
things
big
happen.
thing. Yep,
It's got this part up here,
that's a retention knob.
and then we've got this down here.
This is
but
the
this,
cup-
this
this-
changes a million times. But
Right.
from
From
here
there
up,
up.
it's pretty much all the same.
Yes,
Okay, for this size.
for this size.
Now, when you put the tool in here, when I press this button, even without a tool in there,
Right. There is
something's happened.
There's a long rod with a bunch of diaphragm springs and a claw, if you will.
Okay.
And then the claw comes down and opens up. Right? And when you release the button, it grabs it, it sucks it up.
Okay.
And these spring bars just hold it in place very rigidly against the table.
So this taper here, this angle,
Yep.
is a very precision angle.
Oh,
This is a
very.
Cat 40
Yep.
tool holder taper angle, and there's math for that.
Mhm.
But this is the same. Any Cat 40 tool holder
Is that?
will fit in this machine.
That's correct.
Now there's also these two
Those
dogs.
Are the drive flames, drive
Okay,
dogs.
Drive dogs.
That's
And these match on here.
correct.
So-
That's what drives it.
So if I put this in the machine and those are facing, let's say, front and back, and I've got this left and right,
It won't go.
it
in.
won't go.
That's right.
It's going to make bad noises or
No, it
grab-
just won't
it
grab.
just won't work.
Right.
So when you put this in there, you have to line these up.
Yep.
Now, I would imagine, given that this looks very precision, smooth, and ground,
Mhm.
it's very important to not have chips, crud, rust, dirt.
Anything.
Okay, this has to be super clean.
Very clean.
They even make a squeegee tool that you can use to go up in there and
Make
clean
clean.
that out and
Yep.
make sure it's clean.
Yep.
Now, here's a weird one. I noticed that this has a hole in the end.
Mhm.
And on our old machine, we still had Cat 40, but they didn't have a hole in it.
That's your through spindle coolant.
So what's that?
So we can pump coolant through the spindle, down through here, onto the tool,
At high pressure.
at high pressure.
That's some pretty serious engineering. to
Whether it be
figure that out.
30 pounds for a stock one, or 300 PSI for 1,000. And I've seen as high as 2,000 PSI.
And you can get drill bits that just comes out the end
Sure.
and shoots.
And this car actually makes a drill that's 93 thousandths of diameter that has 3 coolant holes in it.
I want to know how to get those holes in. So, to put this in,
Yep,
just lean in, you put this in here, and you make sure you're lined up.
yep, push the button,
And you just push very gently, you don't ram it or anything. You press this,
and let go. And it sucks it
and,
up.
it's
it.
there. You
It's
can
not-
hang from that. That's not
Yes,
coming out.
It's not coming out.
Okay. Now, how do we load the next one? I've put a tool in the machine. How do I load the next one? How about if we start with ATC?
You can do that, yes.
That'd be the way to do it?
Yeah.
How do I know which tool that is?
It's tool number 1. That was what we called off the program. We
Okay.
put the touching tools off and go off of that. You know? We just put the tool in the machine, take the tool out.
Yeah.
You know, if you have a tool room bill, but without a tool changer, your old machine, that was a $5,000 option.
Yeah.
All right, so if you bought one, that's how you change tools. Take this one out, set it down, put another one, put it in.
Okay.
We just didn't put the tool in. You know, we could do loading tools and touching tools off. A whole other video.
Okay, so we're gonna do that.
Right.
Alright, so that's got our tool in the machine,
Yep.
and it's really that easy. You hold the tool in one hand, make sure
Yep.
you got a good grip on it, and everything, the ring here and below, is what's gonna come out.
That's
So you
correct.
press the button, you've got the tool.
Yep.
So you grab your other tool, and it works the same way with this one. I can do this out here,
Yep,
just line that up, and now we're in.
that's correct.
And that's all there is to it.
That's all there is to
Now
it.
there's a lot more to setting up tools in your machine,
Oh,
but
gosh,
that's
yes.
where we get into like touching tools off and the probe and setting
Yep.
things. Okay, but that's a
That's
totally
how you
different
load the
thing.
tool.
This is how you change it.
Yep.
All right, it's that easy, guys. So I'm Chris Boden,
I'm Ms. Carver.
and as always, we'll see you next time.
Did you talk about significantly heavy or long tools?
If we go through the tool changer, yeah.
I just feel like it might be worth mentioning. You sticking a big tool in and you have a tool changer, make sure that it's not gonna.
Well, we didn't go
Okay.
through loading them through the
we
tool
didn't
changer.
talk about the tool changer. That's a
I-
different video.
Well, even if you just stick a tool in the machine without a tool changer, if you've got a tool that weighs 30 pounds and the machine won't take it, it may physically fit in there.
Right, all right, yeah.
Okay, I know how to get into this here. All right.
Hey, but first off,
I got the lead. I got you back. All right, so this is really simple with like a little drill bit, but out of curiosity, because you can get a lot of different things that'll fit a cat through the tool.
Yes.
So if I were to say grab something behemoth, like this giant thing, and stick that in there.
You're not putting that in there if I'm standing there.
Oh, what is this?
Hell no, that is covered.
Fuck, I don't know.
We don't have a super.
You don't have a super big
Alright, hang on a minute. Alright. Iscar?
Yes, sir.
Iscar?
Yes, sir.
Iscar?
Yes, sir. Yes,
Iscar?
sir.
Hang on.
We made sure the only ones up there were his car.
What is that? 16?
Hey, Rick!
It's not full 16.
Rick! Iscar?
No. What is it? P16 gets it?
P, yeah.
one-
Stuff that isn't in the video.
They've had some pretty good stuff.
Yeah,
The
alright.
one watching the tool appears to have died, but we don't need it for this video, so I'm just gonna leave it.
That's
Cool.
fine.
Ready?
No.
His lights
We're-
flashing.
Rolling on
Flashing?
sapphire.
His lights flashing.
Probably a card is full.
Fire him.
We have the external.
Okay.
This camera only
You're
has,
flashing too.
My cards are full too.
your camera only has 9 minutes, so if you want vlog, let's go.
Alright. Mark! Hi there guys, I'm Chris Boden.
And I'm Scar Rick.
Welcome to the Geek Group. In today's episode, it's all about the chip conveyor.
Chip conveyor, chip auger.
Chip, I love this.
They call it a chip forward stop. So,
Well, the buttons are the same on all the different machines.
Yes.
That's why. So, like this has the auger, that has the lathe has the conveyor,
Conveyor.
but the buttons are the same.
yes.
Sometimes they're in different positions.
Yeah, whether in the lathe or a mill, they'd be swapped.
Yeah, but there's a big screw auger, an
Yep.
Archimedean spiral,
Yep.
and when you're running your machine, you're making your chips,
Chips.
stuff falls down, and this works. It's not the same as a coolant system, but it works hand in hand with
It
the
can,
coolant
yep.
system. It's because like on the back, there's the nozzle thing in the back that flushes
Flushes
stuff
it,
down.
pushes the chips out.
All the chips come down forward. There's screens, the coolant gets recycled back
Mhm.
in, the chips get carried on out.
Yep.
So to do this, there's the manual way, which is chip forward,
Yep.
and then they come on.
And it runs.
Now, if you open the doors,
It'll
while
stop.
this is going, it'll stop, but
It's a safety.
it's a safety thing. So it stops, but if you hit the button again,
You can turn it back on.
it'll come back on.
And this will allow you to clean chips if you were to use a broom or something.
Well, there's a
hose.
on the
You
back
can hose
with
it
the
down,
nozzle.
yeah.
So, and that's how we do it. We get out the hose and
And hose it down.
It all goes out.
And there's a reverse in case chips get stuck. You gotta
That's
watch.
yeah, that's what I figured. to read.
If you get a rat's nest, especially on the lathe, but if you get a rat's nest or a giant steel wool ball, you got to be careful what you pack through them.
Okay.
All right, you should run the chip auger because it will run in a program. M31 turns it on, 33 shuts it off.
Okay.
So 31 turns it on, 33 shuts it off.
Okay.
So you can put that in the program to have it run every now and then while it's running parts.
Is there any reason to not have it run continuously?
Noisy?
Okay.
No.
That's it?
Yeah. There's no, it's quite good.
Okay.
But you can turn it on and off through the program to help you keep things clean. Because if you run it all day without turning it on, then you've got a mess. You've got to push all these chips out of the machine.
So it's better to have a constant
Stand-
light stream.
Exactly.
Now, where do the chips go?
The chips go down at the end and they go out a chute. And then you have to have something to catch the chips. Or just dumps it right on the floor.
Now, most shops tend to have a variety of containers for chips. So you'll
Depends
have
on-
one for aluminum,
One for steel, one
okay.
for brass. Yes, you can do that.
Because chips get recycled.
Yes.
There's money there.
Yep.
Money out of machine.
And
Somebody wants it.
Most
Yeah.
of today's steel is recycled material.
Really?
Yeah, it's like a ridiculous number for cars. It's like 92% of the car is recycled.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool. Okay. So we covered software. We covered
Yep.
manual. What else do we have?
Well, you have a reverse in case you get chips get stuck.
Okay.
It gets jammed up. It won't go any farther. It'll actually lock up.
Will it turn itself off?
Yes, it
Okay.
stops. So it's stuck. So now you have to reverse it. You can back it out. You have to get in there and clean out whatever's making it stuck. And you can go back and finish cleaning it.
So that's a good job for an intern.
It turned on.
Okay, but that's the basics. Now this works with coolant, so usually let's close the doors or this gets exciting.
I don't want to get wet today.
We'll turn on the chips,
Uh-huh.
and you hear that come on.
Yep.
And then we'll hit coolant, and you can see all the nozzles and the flushing and everything runs
Right.
down.
And
how
there's also on some of the machines there's an option for a washdown mode.
and what's wash down?
Washdown mode, there are 4 jets along the back, and they spray them.
Okay,
Right.
those are for big machines.
Big machines.
Okay, cool. All right, well here.
Shuts everything off. Yeah.
All right. Well, I'm Chris Boden.
I'm Scott Rick.
I want to thank you all for watching, and as always, we'll see you next time.
Is there anything on the whiteboard you missed?
Beware of massive chips. Blah, 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 blah.
No, we got everything.
No, we got it.
All right, that's a wrap, ladies and gentlemen.
You mentioned the lathe, but you didn't mention that the buttons are on the other side.
Yes, I did.
Yeah, we did.
Yeah, they. All right, Steve, please get B-roll. Just look.
We unplug.
Sorry. Stop rolling. Steve, please get B-roll of the chute.
Yep.
And just one shot through the door of the conveyor auger, whatever.
Oh,
Just point down and shoot at it for extra coverage.
Cool.
I was called
And we are wrapping up our final shoot for the day. I just wanted to point out this very cool position we got with the GoPro. It's looking straight down the chip auger. So let me see if I can... Pretty much doing that for the video. I'm kind of proud we thought of that. But yeah, shoots are done for the day, which means other than dumping footage, we're done for the day. So hopefully you got some kind of entertainment out of the behind the scenes. And yeah, see ya.